how often do you write now? Do you write on a daily basis or?
No. It's very interesting because before I started having my career as music, it's amazing to think back to when I wasn't doing this, and I just had nothing else to do except write songs and work the crappy job. So I had a lot more time on my hands to throw myself into my writing. But now I find it difficult, if I'm on the road, I find it difficult to write.
Because of the hectic life you lead?
There's just no time, really. Before you know it, you are warming up for stage or, having lunch or, I don't know, getting ready. There's always something you're getting ready for, and you're always getting ready for the gig. So I find when I have time off, that's my favourite time to write.
And have you had time off recently?
A tiny bit, but it hasn't really felt like it. So I've been at home more, I've been in London more, but I've been keeping busy.
Have you had time to write maybe some songs for a new album already?
I started in May. I had a week just in the studio, so I have begun the process.
And how many songs already?
I don't know, 1 3/2.
Okay, so it's starting to get.
It's coming along.
Yeah. Your debut album. You had 2 EPs.
Yes.
And then you had a debut album.
Yes.
Is Your Love Big Enough?
Mm-hmm.
It's been out now almost a year. Can you look back on the album now? What are your thoughts about the album? Is it still as good as you thought when you released it, or?
I hope it's okay to say I love it. I still love it. I'm so proud that I was able to make an album in the first place, and I think, I don't know, it completely represents me and my introduction into the recording artistry world, and I'm so surprised at the amount of people that seem to really like it as well.
Are you still surprised?
Yeah, and people are still discovering it even now, a year later.
What do they say to you?
They say things such as, Lianne La Havas is singing about my life, they say, their life.
Yeah.
Or they say that they like my voice. Or, I don't know, I can't think now. I'm thinking of all my Twitter feed, what they say.
What does it do to you when people say that you're writing about their life?
It feels amazing because I wrote it about my life, essentially. And to know that, I don't know, someone else can relate, that someone might have been through a similar thing or had a similar experience, it makes me feel like I'm not the only one.
Is there a song that people connect more to?
The ones that are more available, such as the singles, Lost and Found particularly, I find I get a lot of feedback from Lost and Found, people saying that they respond to it well, that they can connect with it, because it's like their own situation.
What did you write about? I mean, what started this song for you?
Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Well, Lost and Found was written as a kind of internal response to a relationship I was in when I was about 19. It was a couple of years ago, and the boyfriend I had, we weren't very good at speaking our feelings aloud, and I used that song as a way to say my feelings, basically, without having to without having to say it to his face. So so that was kind of where it came from.
And did he know that the song was about him? Or?
No.
So you don't see him?
I don't know if he's actually ever heard it, to be honest with you.
Okay. You're playing the North Sea Jazz Festival?
Yes. I love North Sea Jazz.
Why?
Well, I've for many years I have watched footage of my favourite artists playing at North Sea Jazz. All my friends who are musicians all talk about North Sea Jazz as like the jazz festival, also Montreux Jazz. But it's just a wonderful one just for people who really, really love music, not just jazz. It's getting so eclectic now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think jazz has influenced all music really from when jazz existed, or when it first came to fruition. It did something to music thereon. So I think, I don't know, I love the atmosphere, and I've watched footage of people playing there for years.
You watch footage, can you, think back about one?
Erykah Badu,
Okay.
Martin Taylor, guitarist, jazz guitarist, Tommy Emmanuel as well, and they know each other. They're my two favourite guitarists.
Well, if you look at that footage, what do you see? What do you like about it? Because it could have also been recorded somewhere else. What?
That's true, that's very true. But I feel like when you watch something, you can just tell if the audience really appreciates it. And I just feel like they really, really appreciate the vast variety of music that you get at North Sea Jazz. The people that go there are there because they want to absorb as much interesting music as possible. And I think I'm very much like that myself when I go to a festival. So yeah, and it's one of those ones where you don't have to camp there. So you can stay clean and you can go to bed afterwards. So yeah, but I don't know, it feels to me like you can tell when they appreciate it more.
Are you going to do special things in your set at North Sea Jazz?
I might. Me and the band have been working out just some extra flavours for the stage show. And I'm hoping to play one of my new songs as well.
Can you share some extra flavors or?
Oh, it's just we might or might not break into another song in the middle of one of my own songs.
And you will play a new song. Is that that's the song that is finished now?
Yes.
So you say you had one new song and 3.5.
Yes.
Okay. Last question. New
Yeah.
album. Do you have any plans on recording dates or release dates?
Release or recording, I would love to release it next year if I could, if it's finished. But there's no real time constraint. Everybody at my label is very encouraging of the next album and the next instalment. So, I mean, however long it takes, that's how long it will take. But I'm aiming for next year, sometime in the middle.
And those new songs that you have, will they differ a lot in sound? Last question. Will they differ in sound from your first album?
To be honest with you, I think that I personally want to expand on what I started with this first album. I think that there is definitely space to perhaps show off a little bit more with my singing and what I can do and what I like to do with singing. So just to make, bigger songs, bigger sounding songs. But with regards to the style, I think I want to just further establish my style. And I don't think it's necessary for a drastic change.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.